Ironically, you must have come here to arrest me. I understand, but first, let me explain. By now, you've probably figured out that Mr. Greens used to auction off museum relics on the black market. I never went to the auctions myself, but since I was his assistant, I helped him prepare the documents he needed to organize the bidding process. When I realized you discovered that folder from Mr. Green's safe, I knew it was just a matter of time before we got exposed. So I burnt those documents to destroy as much of the evidence as I could. But I had nothing to do with Mr. Greens' murder. I would never want to see him get hurt. He was like a father to me, in many ways. I'm still kind of in denial. I know you probably won't believe me, but I actually came here to get copies of the receipts for all those transactions so I could hand them over to the police. With Mr. Greens being gone, I think it's time to put his corrupt business to an end too. Thanks. If you put in a good word for me, I'll do whatever I can to help. In fact, I think I might have a suspect. When I first got here, I ran into Grace. I know exactly what she's planning to do. She wants to expose our illegal transactions. She's gotten so obsessive about art that she'd probably go crazy if she knew we were auctioning off museum relics and replacing them with counterfeits. I should have seen it coming. When Grace attended the exhibition in our museum, her expertise helped her realize the helmet on display wasn't authentic. She cracked our scheme open even before you did. I don't want to do any guesswork, but what if Grace is the murderer? I bet she's looking for that helmet right now. If she finds it, she'll be able to prove that the one in the exhibition is a counterfeit, and our museum's reputation will be destroyed for good. We need to find that helmet first. What we did was wrong. I don't deny it. But the museum deserves better. Here's my invitation to the auction. If you show it to the security guard, he'll assume you're with me and let you in. The relic has to be inside somewhere. My guess is that Grace is also looking for the helmet's certificates of authenticity. If she finds those, she'll be able to use them as proof that we've been displaying counterfeits this whole time. Without those documents, all her accusations are but empty talk. We should find those certificates before Grace does, or our museum is done for. I know it's a lot to ask, but I don't think I'll be able to stop her without your help. Would you take this risk? I never approved of what Mr. Greens was doing, but I helped him all the same. I know it won't make up for what I did, but I want to put an end to our illegal scheming.
Long time no see, Detective. I was hoping you'd stay in that hatch and mind your own business. You think you're about to solve this case? Did you even know the man you're helping is a criminal? You thought no one would find out about your scam, Mr. McKaylee? You don't deserve to walk this earth after everything you've done. And now that I'm about to expose your foul fraud, you're going to put on a repentant face? Spare me. Once a con man, always a con man. You'll just lie low for a while and then go back to your old illegal ways. I'm here to put an end to your impunity. And if your detective friend interferes, then you can both join Mr. Green's.
So it was you! You're calling me a criminal when you're the one pointing a gun at us! And what does the detective have to do with my scam?
Fine, Mr. McKaylee, I'll deal with you first. But don't think I'll let you live, not after what you did. All those priceless works of art you shamelessly sold to the highest bidder were created to delight the eye of the beholders, not to line your pockets. I suggest you leave us alone now, Detective. Last warning. Go write in your report that the trail went cold or something. If you try to expose me, I'll get you next. Now then, Mr. McKaylee, why don't you show me where you keep all the auction papers? So this is what you call justice, Detective? You're really going to blame it all on me and let McKaylee get away with his vile deeds? Here I thought you had some principles. Well, if that's the case, so be it. I actually accept the consequences of my actions, unlike the rest of you. I know I did what had to be done. Malcolm Green's got what he deserved.
Thank you. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. I just wish Mr. Greens and I had never got involved in any of this. And he'd still be alive. What's done is done, though. So I'm ready to face the penalty, too. Get down!
Congratulations, buddy. We solved the case, thanks to you. I have to admit, you might be even better at this than I am. I know violent crime has been on the rise lately, but I think between the two of us, maybe the city will have a fighting chance. You can count yourself lucky. Grace took a shot at you, but she missed the target. Both she and Derek are in custody now. It looks like justice will prevail after all, thanks to you.
It's been 5 years since that terrible accident, but the families of those buried under thick layers of concrete and metal still remember that day as if it were yesterday.
Hello, Detective. Great to see you. How have you been? I've read about the most recent case you solved in the newspaper. Nice job. You're a role model for every detective, a person as responsible as one can be. So, what did you think about the counterfeits case? Tell me, what's worse, deceiving thousands of people or killing in the name of justice? Interesting choice. Talking and getting to know you is a genuine pleasure. You're like a book with lots of plot twists. Never know what'll be on the next page. I understand that risk is an integral part of your job, but please be careful. Safety first. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Duty calls, right? Nice seeing you, Detective. Till next week, hopefully.
Evening, Detective. Good to see you. Oh, some woman was asking for you? She's been waiting in the interview room for hours. I bet she's a real fan of yours. The woman told me about what happened in broad strokes. A strange case involving a lot of mysterious threats. That's all I can say about it. But you will solve it, I have no doubt. Well, I'd better go. Have an important assignment from our boss. See ya.
Oh, you're finally here. Vivian Mills, crime reporter at the Daily Event. Nice to meet you. I'm here on a very important matter. I got a weird letter today. That little piece of paper made me so scared that I rushed to the police the minute I'd finished reading it. I have no idea who could have sent this letter. Never thought anyone could hold such a grudge against me. Please, take a look at the letter. I believe there is a way you can find out where it was sent from, at least to some extent. Here's the letter. Great. Looks like we have a clue that will lead us to the one who sent this letter. There's no time to waste. Grab your stuff and let's go to the bar. What? That's strange. Is there a mistake? Let's check the dates.